What's up, YouTube? Happy New Year! Happy New Year! So, really quick, you guys. I'm waiting to get my nails done. It's Saturday. I'm sorry that the videos are not going to be in order as usual. But I'm already home from Virginia. I'm already home. You guys will see my return trip on Tuesday or whenever I edit that video. But I just got a new Patreon. Adrian, big shout out to you, Adrian. Adrian raised a question to me. He asked me a question, and I'm like, what? So I don't know what's up with this or who's giving, this information. I'm not sure where Adrian got the question from, but I would like to clear the air. I don't really care what's going on with the industry. I don't know where this information is coming from, where Adrian got this question from. Said, hey, with brokers asking for 6 months to 12 months of authority of aging of their authority, and now they're asking for 1 or 2 inspections. Is it even realistic or feasible to be successful as a hotshotter in 2023, opening a new hotshot business? And I'm like, what? Of course it is. Okay, you guys, I don't care what's going on with the industry. If one broker, and I've told you this years ago when I did that my first 90 days of a new authority, when I did that video way back when I was like only 6 months old is when I did that video. I don't care what's going on with the industry. I don't care if a broker tells me no. If somebody tells you no, great. Mark their name off of the list. There are a million brokers out there, you guys. There's a billion of them. The big ones will work with new carriers, and the little ones will work with new carriers. And there's brokers all over the place, you guys. And I'm always telling you, I am a firm believer. Do not focus 100% off of the load board. If you want to do that, expect to get told no, and often, and remember that broker's name and say, okay, well, what are your guys' requirements? And remember that. And if you don't have a good memory, freaking write it down. If you are not in a position to feel like you can be told no, then probably this is not the industry you need to be in, because you're not just a driver. You have started a small business. You need to be able to sell yourself. You need to be able to sell your customer service. You need to be able to sell your communication. You need to be able to sell your equipment and say, hey, I have this type of equipment. I have this kind of trailer. I have this. So I have specialized equipment that's going to work really good for, XYZ, whatever you guys have. You guys have to be able to sell yourselves and be able to be told no, okay? You're gonna be told no. This is a tough industry. Everybody's working against us. DOT, the clock, the time of year, the time of the week, the time of the day, the, carrier compliance, safety, the safer scores, everything is working against us. Fuel prices, the cost of insurance, the cost of equipment right now, everything is working against you. So if you are not 3,000% in on this, do not start it. Don't start it. Just don't even start, because I don't want to hear of people saying, oh, I just dropped, $150,000 to get started. And, I thought I was going to make $7,000 a week. And, 3 brokers told me no, and I can't get an inspection. What? And now I had to close my doors and I can't pay my mortgage. What? Okay. First of all, if one broker tells me no, I call another one. Okay. Bottom line, I will continue. And that is still what I do today. Right now, I am working 100%, almost 100% off of the load boards. I'm working off of the load boards more than I am currently comfortable with, But if one tells me no, which nobody tells me no anymore, because I've already proven myself. I've already done that. My inspections are good. My safer scores are good. I'm not on anybody's naughty list. I've already proven myself as a carrier. So if I want a load, I'm getting the load, period. But in the beginning, if I get told no, you just call another one. And you keep calling. I keep calling. Now, when I call brokers, the load is already gone, especially in in Texas, the market that I'm in. There's a lot of hotshots, and by the time I call, the load's gone. So, hey, load's gone. Okay, cool. Thanks. Click. Next one. And I call another one, and I keep calling until my freaking trailer is full. And that's how it works. Period. And if you have a dispatch service, make sure that you're clear on your expectations of them and their expectations of you, and what is realistic to be able to earn. And don't start this, you guys. If you're going to start this and pour every single dime that you have into your equipment or your insurance and all of that stuff that we have to do, all of that startup money, if you don't have tens of thousands of dollars still sitting in your savings or access to money, however you have that money, or other streams of income. Okay, if you are about to dunk all of your life savings into Hotshot, especially right now, and expect to be successful, I'm not saying that you can't, but I am saying that you better be damn sure, and you better be betting on yourself and your ability that no matter what comes in your path, in your way, that you are going to overcome it, take care of it, and move forward and be successful no matter what. I strongly suggest, and I've suggested it in so many videos, you guys, you need to have money available to you, additional money above what you are using to start the business. Because if the business is not successful in turning a profit, it's successful, right? But it takes time. If your business is not turning a serious profit for you in the first 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. I mean, I think when I very first started running, like my average rate per mile was like $1.40 something, you know, and I still kept running and I kept running. And then, you know, 2 months in, hey, it got a little better, maybe $1.60, 70, I don't know. And then, you know what, by my 5th month, I had things down pretty good, you guys. I had things down. I was in a schedule. I had a rhythm going, you know, and I got a feel for stuff. And then, you know, the money kept getting better, you know, the miles kept getting shorter, stuff like that. So you have to play with it, but you can't put every dime that you have into this, because that's not going to give you any flexibility for you to play with it. Oh, let me tell you this. Okay, so you guys know Betty, right? I dispatch Betty. Betty is a new authority, okay? She's based out of SoCal. She runs the tri-state area. Betty has pretty much taken over my direct customers in California. So I am dispatching her. But my customers don't always have a full trailer, right? So I jump on the load board. Once we got the loads from the customers, I jump on the load board and I find her additional filler. And let me explain something to you. Let me remind you, I just told you, Betty works the tri-state area. Southern California, well, she does go Northern California, Southern Nevada, and anywhere in Arizona, okay? She's doing my old triangle, okay? And I am successful at filling her trailer. She is successful at filling her trailer, and I am booking loads for her within her first 90 days of operating authority. I am booking loads for her off of the load board, off of Truck Stop. I have had one time, a broker said, oh, well, she hasn't had an inspection yet, so we can't use her. Now, and that's another thing. I don't care if you got pre-pass. If it gives you a green light and you have a question, you have a right to stop at the weigh station. Park your freaking truck. Go in there. If it's during, I'm going to give this one to you guys for free. Normally, this is information that I put up on Patreon, but, and if you guys are not signed up to Patreon, I don't even know what to tell. If you're reaching out to me on Facebook or emailing me or whatever you're doing, you guys, I said it in another video previously. I'm getting way too much communication, and Patreon is the platform that I chose so that I could help people one-on-one. All of my notifications to anything not business related on this phone are off. Okay. So I don't see Facebook. I don't want nothing. That is how focused I am. And that's 4 years into this. I am still that focused. I don't have games on my phone. I rarely watch TV. Like that is the continual amount of focus that I have with this business, period. So, but anyways, Patreon is the platform that I chose to be able for you guys to be able to get hold of me, and for me to put out the exclusive, more tutorial based videos on YouTube is great. And when I have an idea and when I have time for YouTube, I'll put videos out there. But Patreon, if you guys are starting out, if you want to pick my brain, if it's not worth $5 or $10 for your questions, then it's not worth it for me either. There's just too many. I love you all and I appreciate you all, but that's the platform that I can handle right now with my life where it is and my business where it is right now. So if you want to sign up and ask me all your questions for $5 in 1 month and then cancel it, great. And if you don't, that's fine too. But that's the platform that I have. Betty is successful, okay? But I will tell you this, I'm not going to put all her business out there, but she has other forms of income coming in. So her rate per mile has not been the greatest. You know, she's learning, and sometimes the trailer is full and sometimes it's not full, and sometimes she gets called back home for something and she needs to go and do that, or sometimes she needs to go here or there short notice because she has other things going on. She is still working at it. She's still learning. She tells me, Natalie, I'm still in the training phase. I'm still learning. And she is, but you know, she's got other stuff going on. So she is bringing Hotshot into the folds of her life, and she's, you know, learning how to balance everything. And whether you have other businesses or whether you have small kids and a wife that, you know, you used to be home every night and now you're not, and you're snappy when you're on the phone because you're stressed out and you're cranky and you're tired, getting used to sleeping in the backseat of the truck and all of this stuff coming at you and brokers telling you no, and then you snapped at your wife. I mean, there's all of these other things going on. So if you guys can't handle that, don't even start it right now. Don't even. Diesel's high, insurance is high, equipment is high. You know, it's harder and harder to turn a profit. We're going into quote unquote slow season, which I'll do another video on that. But anyways, back to the inspection. I don't care if you have pre-pass or not. I mean, we pay. We're taxpayers. If you want to go in there and stop at a weigh station, put a load on your trailer. If you don't have a load, put your personal vehicle on your freaking trailer. You don't even have to have car hauler insurance. They're not going to check that at the weigh station, okay? Just go there, strap it down, fill out a bill of lading saying, you know, whatever, from Los Angeles to San Diego or some dumb crap, 2 cities over. It doesn't matter. Fill out a BOL. Weigh station, DOT's not going to know if it's a legit load or if it's registered to you. Put the freaking car on your trailer, you guys. Go to a weigh station, park. But make sure that all of your shit is right. And if you guys don't know what you need to have, you haven't watched enough YouTube, or you haven't signed up to my Patreon, I will put up a checklist. I will put up a checklist video on everything that you should have in your truck and how your load securement should be when you go to get your first inspection. I've done inspection videos already on this channel. If you guys are not watching my playlists, new to Hotshot, starting Hotshot, something like that. It's a playlist. Go through every single one of those videos, you guys. There are weigh station videos on there that I've done. Park during regular business hours. Go in there with your folder. Hi, my name is so-and-so. I'm with this company. Hey, listen, I just started this company. This is my first load. Do you guys happen to have any time? Is there any way that I can get a level 1 inspection? Because I want to make sure that I am doing everything correct and that I am fully in compliance and I have everything that I need so that when I go through a weigh station again, I know that I'm clean and clear. Ask them. If they have time, they will do it for you, okay? If you really want to, call the weigh station ahead of time. Hey, my name is Natalie with Hotshot Adventures. Hey, you guys, you know, I just started out. I'm a new authority. I'm a little nervous. Is there any way that I can drive down to your weigh station, or is there an officer that I can talk to schedule a quick inspection to look through my paperwork and make sure my truck and trailer is correct? Go get your inspection. Are you guys gonna let a couple brokers telling you no stop you from starting this business? Or are you gonna tell me that, oh, well, I had the green light on my pre-pass, so I just kept driving, but I really need an inspection? Go get an inspection then. I mean, what? You know, it boggles my mind. Don't drop 100 or 150,000 or however much money, your personal credit, you know, getting away from home to follow this dream. And if it's not a dream, don't even start it. If you just think, oh, it's some other way that I'm just going to make a little bit of money, you are going to have a gross revenue of about $250,000 your first, you know, maybe your first year, maybe not, but at least in your second year, third year, you know, $250,000. You'll be lucky if you're putting maybe 100,000, maybe 100,000 in your pocket. And I'm talking general numbers. This is all, it's got to do with your area. It's got to do with, you know, your driving. It's got to do with a whole lot of different things, but this is not a get rich quick. And that's another thing. I've done a video on that. This is not a get rich quick deal. This is if you enjoy doing this job and you enjoy the freedom and you are okay with making maybe the same amount of money that you made doing another job. But this one gives you more freedom and more flexibility, and you love the driving and you love being out on the road. Do it for those reasons. Don't do it because oh, I see Natalie on, YouTube or whatever, and she's always saying how much money she makes. I always tell you guys, those are my gross numbers. Everything gets deducted from that number. And when I choose to book a low paying load, that doesn't mean that my diesel costs are going to be lower. That means that I chose to take a hit on my pay, on what the truck is going to pay me, the company is going to pay me in order to run the load. It doesn't mean that, hey, my insurance is going to go down because I booked a low paying load. It doesn't mean, oh, my diesel is going to go down. If I booked a load that goes 1,000 miles, the truck still needs to get fed. The insurance still needs to get paid. The only thing that I'm doing when I book a small load or a small paying load is I'm taking a hit on what I'm getting paid, on what I should be getting paid, right? So, and I just did last week, right? I booked a load. It wasn't a high paying load, but I had to get the wheels turning in some kind of direction. I was home for 2 weeks and I was getting like really lazy and kind of like in a funk, and I had to go, and I booked the loads to get me out there. And I feel great. I got the first load in, I got the return trip in, and I got everything for the next 2 weeks planned out. So I'm back into my rhythm again. But I had to take what I wanted, what I could take in the first. My point of this entire rant is, if you are not fully 100% dedicated and devoted, that no matter what, you are going to make this business successful, you are going to find loads to put on your trailer, you are going to make it work no matter what, then don't even start it. Don't even play with it. Don't play with your family, their well-being, the relationship that you have with them. It's very difficult for a father or a mother to be gone from home for a week or several weeks at a time. And potentially that's what you're looking at when you're getting into Hotshot, is being gone a lot. And it's not worth it. But if you are fully committed, you have to act like this is your baby. This is your new baby. Yeah, you got kids at home, but this company is your brand new baby. And no matter what, you are going to make sure that baby lives, that baby has food, shelter, that baby is getting all of its needs taken care of, right? Because that's how you have to look at this. You don't just have a baby and then say, oh, well, this one didn't work out, I'm just going to go do something else. No, you have to treat this business like it is your newborn child, and you've got to take care of it no matter what. So if you don't feel like you have that dedication or that amount of go get it, and that amount of, hey, I'm never going to quit and blah, 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 then don't even start, you guys. Don't start. Keep watching videos, wait till the diesel drops, wait till insurance, wait till the equipment is a little bit better, keep doing research, do whatever. If you're, but bottom line is, if a broker tells you no, just find another one. Just like carriers, and I've said this before, just like us carriers are a dime a dozen for them brokers, guess what? In my opinion and in my point of view, them brokers are a dime a dozen to me. If one tells me no, oh, it's gone, it's covered, it's whatever, if the rate's too freaking low, okay, thank you very much for your time, click, move on to the next one. Because if the number that's in my head for the load and the number that they tell me over the phone is too far apart, then sometimes I don't even bother with it. If it's a load paying $500, but I need $1,000 for the load, sometimes I'll oh yeah, and it's paying $500, and I'm like, ooh, wow, that's kind of low. Yeah, I was thinking more about the $1,000 range. Do you have any room for negotiation? Oh no, there's no way. And I know they're never going to double the rate, So, and I'll tell them, do you have any room for negotiation? I at least need to see $850 on it. No, we're too far apart. Okay, thanks, bye. Click. Okay, thanks, bye. Click. And move on to the next one, because it's fine, but make it work. Either make it work or don't even attempt it at all, because it's too much risk, and it's too difficult of a thing to start if you're not going to be 100% committed to it. So I love you guys. Stay safe, man. Happy New Year. We got New Year coming up. Man, I hope 23 is better than 22. Jesus Lord, I had a rough year this year. And I'm looking forward to, hopefully, God willing, a better year next year. And I hope all of the best, and I wish you guys all of the best as well. Take care.